Greetings everyone, and Great here from another Age of Empires, not Age of Empires, Red 3 replay. Spawn on the right side as the red allies, we have Yuno. Spawn on the left side as the orange empire, we have DutchArmy123. Of course, we do have some more dojo cores, we do have a instant generator. Over here, we've got Dogi advancing forward, maybe trying to bite the Dojo Core. And Dojo Core gets placed out right there of all places? That's a little bit interesting. Dogi's going to be sitting in front of that Dojo Core, waiting for our fun Shu Toy to come out. But now the Dojo Core is advancing forward, trying to crush the Dogi. And we've got some Pure Warriors advancing forward as well. I don't see Engineer just yet. More Imperial Warriors. Looks like that Dojo Core does. Nope, it's still right there. We got a Javelin Troop pushing way forward. Laser locking down the civilian structure. And civilian structure will go ahead and go on down. Civilian structure is now destroyed. We do have these Peacekeepers that are advancing forward. Javelin Troop on the back line. And wait, that engineer is going for this one here. This engineer has their oil derrick has been claimed, and now it's trying to capture it up. He will not be able to stop it. He is going to capture up the oil derrick. We do have a number of peacekeepers in this region. We had Doggy down here as well. And it looks like the Riptide here has been fully loaded up with some peacekeepers. I don't think there's any Javelin troops on the inside. They have a large number of Imperial Warriors here, as well as a Dojo Core. And the Javelin Troop will go and destroy the oil derrick. We have a power plant there. We got a Javelin Troop here. I think I heard a burst drone flying about. And now we got the Doggy being gunned down by a mecha robot. Out at sea. Mecha Tengus do go ahead and claim themselves another dog. And did that burst drone just land on top of a wall segment there? Okay, don't know how fit the burst drones are versus wall segments, but apparently that's a thing. And I think it may have destroyed a whole wall segment. So that's sort of interesting. Red Tank is pushing way forward, get some good hits there onto that Apollo. Apollo's now receiving quite a bit of fire there. Good bomb run onto the Dojo Core. And the 50 cal should be able to take it out. He looks like he's just going to deploy it out and destroys that Dojo Core. Mass transform there. Now he sees where all the peacekeepers are at. MCV is now advancing to the high ground. Imperial Warriors are advancing forward. Maybe try and eye. Nope, the garrison is destroyed, and he should know that garrison is destroyed. Your warrior is going to be backing on off. Jet Tengu, or not Jet Tengus, Apollos are out in the field. We're gonna negate any sort of Jet Tengus. We've got a good swarm of Jet Tengus. It looks like Orange now going for some wall segments here. Trying to stall out his opponent. We do have the Jet Tengus flying up or around. We do have a naval expansion here. We've got a pair of Riptides for defense. Mass transform onto that Riptide quickly takes it out. Going for the Prospector and the Riptide as well. Apollo's coming to respawn. He does deploy out the command hub in order to sell it off and sell it for some credits. Command hub's now being focused down. Apollo's now push away forward. He should be able to get that command hub, no problem. He's just trying to deploy it and sell it off likely. The Prospector is not even been queued on the ore refinery at this moment in time. The ore refinery will be under fire. Might as well just finish it off. Another Vindicator coming on forward. Does do a split order there to spread out any sort of splash damage. He does finish off one of those jet tank or mega tangoos. Does take out the ore refinery there. Could hit that power plant as well. More Apollos pushing way forward once again. Handful of peacekeepers here. A handful of pure warriors there with a large wave of walls. Power plant does go down there. Here coming in for a bomb run there. Two of the... he does actually transform to dodge that bomb, but immediately gets gunned down there. More walls been blown out. This time, walling in these peacekeepers. Does activate his shield ability there, because might as well. We now have a Doc's core being employed on out, as well as a mass point defense drone there. There's also a handful of Striker VXs on the ground. 6 Apollos on the field. So right now, he probably can't really transform his units into the air now with so many Apollos in the sky. Though getting these Striker VXs to help out as well, such as hitting that Vindicator as it flies a little bit too close. Guns down a Dolphin a little bit, and now we do have the Imperial Docks being pulled on out. Also a transform there. He's trying to draw these Apollos into the Striker VXs. Warframe being pulled out. May want to be a bit more reserved there. He knows about the Dolphins. He knows about everything in that region. He has to take out those Dolphins as soon as possible. Apollos do get some bullets there, and now one of the Dolphins do go down. The other Dolphin's being gunned down as well. Alright, mini sub has pulled out, and now it's clear for the ore refinery. Now assault destroyers being pushed on the field. And some of these missiles could actually hit the assault destroyer as they try to hit the air forces. Continues advancing forward, gets good hits there onto the onto these Apollos. And it does get some crush honorable discharges on the assault destroyer. Assault destroyer is advancing forward, and I'm looking at my internet going crap again. It also is getting a little bit worse. Notice the assault destroyer does get cleaned up there. I think they have crushed one too many Mecha Tengus. The other assault destroyer has made its way on land. Immediately activates black hole armor. You could try force fire the ground there to get some rounds into the assault destroyer at beyond max range. We got now a cryoblast being pulled on out. The ore collector now being pursued. We've got tsunami tanks here getting some great damage there onto the assault destroyer. Does take out the assault destroyer there before it fires with a single shot. During me, so we're seeing some fire there from these Riptides. Let's get a final voyage there, get a good kill. So now it takes a push way forward. Good bomb runs there onto the tsunami tanks. You got the Riptide being cleaned up. We got another fresh assault destroyer there, but with black hole armor activated, he doesn't have to worry about being crushed since he's out at sea. So now it takes a push way forward. We got the cryocopter advancing forward. Looks like the jet tank is pushing way forward. Gets good damage there on the Apollos. The Apollos who get a number of kills there. Striker VX engaged from the ground. Gets good damage there. And now the Apollos will fall back. I don't think a single Apollo went down. Now we do have an aircraft carrier here. We do have the EMP missile firing. Getting good hits. And so jet tank will go on down there. Assault destroyer will be cleaning it up. The aircraft carrier has received a bit of fire there, trying to freeze some of these tsunami tanks. We got some more bombing runs there onto the ore refinery. Does take out the tsunami tank there. I do have a yard mace of evasive ore. May see a final voyage onto that aircraft carrier. Nope, he's going straight for the naval yard. Does take it out. Tsunami tank's advancing forward. Get some good damage across these units. When the cryocompters do in fact go down. And here comes more final voyages there. We'll take out the aircraft carrier with some more final voyages as the assault destroyer is also severely wounded. There's more Yari mini subs being pulled on out, and some of these jet tankers are getting picked on off. Jet tankers flying about. Doesn't need to use final voyage on that, just throw some torpedoes and it's down. Striker VX being focused down, frozen. Trying to freeze down the ore refinery as well. With there's 3 cryocompters, there's going to be a lot of freezing capability. It is currently chilled, does freeze down the Striker VX once again. The other Striker VX is up and going. Some tanks are pushing away back from sea. We've got the cryocopters in pursuit as well. Jet tankers will find engagement there. And so do the Apollos. You've got a max clearance for the allied player. We may see some Mirage tanks and Athena cannons. Starting to go for something right now. The speed skipper is still alive, and the Apollo's now advancing forward, getting a nice little recon run there. You got Cryo Blast been put out. This time that can be saved, at least the ore collector. Doesn't get the kill there onto that ore refinery, bombed a little bit too soon, and does not get the kill down the ore refinery whatsoever. Big misplay there by the allied player. Good kill there on one of the Apollos. And we do have another ore collector ore refinery being pulled out, going for this refining location. Up I hear Athena cannon out being pulled on out, firing some, bringing some orbital strikes onto that garrison. Damaged a little bit of the Imperial Warrior. Now the MCVs are seeing quite a bit of fire there. More wall segments will not stop an Athena cannon. MCV has packed on up. We've got a big swell of jet tankers as well as Striker VXs. There's a large number of Apollos in this region. One of the Apollos do go down. And now the Striker VX is advancing forward, trying to get some good damage there onto the wall segments. I was going to mass transform there, trying to go for the air superiority, get some good kills there. But also, Motorgunner IVs going up, but looks like the Mecha Tengus do go ahead and get some good kills there. Striker VX getting some good anti-aircraft damage on those cryocopters as well. Get another one down, but do have a single Mirage tank here, able to do some great damage. Athena cannon getting some good damage as well, taking off some of these point defense drones on these Striker VXs. One of the Chopper VXs do go down. You have all the Imperial Warriors withdrawn from this region. Peacekeepers is still there. Need some much needed repairs in this region. We've got the Multigunner IVs, one of them fully heroic, one veteran, and one wounded. Supporting the Mirage Tank in advance. Mirage Tank and Multigunner IVs can start taking down some of these wall segments, freeing the infantry. Cryogeddon has now been deployed on now, freezing down everything in that region, barring the MCV. I don't think anything's in the region to try to kill it off. We've got some Apollos to push way forward. And some of this stuff is starting to be thawed on out. We got another naval dockyard. And this area is going to be hit now by the cryocopter. Just trying to ward him away long enough to get the striker vehicles engaged. We got mass point defense drones once again. Now the Athena cannons push their way forward, finding opening to move forward, gain some good damage there onto that oil refinery. And the oil derrick does go down. Looks like everything's now thawed out, still chilled though. Now everything's advancing forward. One of them will get frozen there. As the other one starts firing away against the expansion, the heroic one is still untouched. And trying to use honorable discharge there to help clean up more damage onto the refinery. Tinker's advancing forward. One of the Apollos do go down, doing a massive move order there. It's great damage there. We've got a large number of multi-gunner IFVs, some of fully heroic status. One of them do go down there now. Got the Mirage Tank and Athena Cannon pushing way forward. Mirage Tank is just being a general A move. Good kills there on some of those Apollos there. Striker VXs gain some good damage in. And now it looks like the Mirage Tank's being focused down by these Mecha Tengus. Honorable discharge there to get a significant amount of damage there. Trying to go for more Apollos there. And these forces will go and back on off. Let's get some good hits there with the Athena cannons. Let's shoot down the Athena cannon to save it. It's a fully heroic Athena cannon. And out getting some much needed repairs. Mecha Tengus getting some great damage there onto this ore refinery. Probably will be able to get it out. And one of the Apollos do go down there. Mirage Tank in pursuit of these Chopper Striker VXs. Let's transform our the low health one. And now we'll likely be gunned down there by the Apollos. Ore refinery does go down now. The allied player's down to 2 ore refineries. The Empire player has all 4 still going. Or actually, yep, that one's going. Shogun battleship has now been pulled on out. We need some sea wings to help escort it. Second Shogun battleship. Trying to freeze down this ore refinery now. And some of these Apollos now getting focused down by these Jet Tengus. And looks like I think the allied player has surrendered. The game sort of ended a bit abruptly. By the way, this is Android saying thank you for watching and on to the next replay.